What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Mid-Level Media channel, your hub for everything physical media and entertainment. I am Ken, and today, guys, we have got some more physical media news. Criterion did their October announcements yesterday, like right before the physical media report went live. So I didn't get a chance to cover it on yesterday's episode of the Physical Media Report. So I wanted to do a supplemental video here today talking about these titles that Criterion announced for October because they dropped some absolute bangers. So I wanted to be able to let you guys know about them for sure because there's some really awesome stuff in here. But before we get into it, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. We talk about all things physical media on this channel, Blu-rays, 4Ks, owning the movies that you love. Like I said, we do late breaking physical media news announcements like this. I do news updates every single Monday with Physical Media Report. I do 4K reviews and Blu-ray out and about videos, collection hauls, just all things physical media here on this channel. You'll love it. Hit the subscribe button. And then, be sure to drop me a comment down below as well. Like, what do you think of these titles? Like, this has to be Criterion's best slate. Maybe since May. Like July, they had some good stuff as well, but I don't know. I just feel like they're knocking it out of the park with this month right here. I definitely know of maybe one title that somebody may not be excited for, but the rest of them, like, there's some really cool stuff coming out for sure. But let's go ahead and dive into it. Let me make this screen bigger and me smaller. So I'm doing this, kind of a pre-recorded thing on StreamYard. So it's not going to be edited very much at all. If I mess up, I apologize, as I tend to do. I mess up names and all that kind of stuff. But look, let's jump into it. October titles. Are you guys ready? There's some straight bangers in here. Some ones that I'm just super excited about. All right, now let me get into this. Bam. Scroll down. I guess we'll start with this one. We'll go in order. Maybe I'll go in order from the other side because that seems to be the release date order. Let's talk about Don't Look Now. And I'm pretty sure that this one, if my screen will ever load up right here, it seems to be taking its sweet time. But this one right here is one that I believe is out of print from Criterion. I do not think that you can get this Blu-ray. But now, of course, you can because they're going to put it back in stock. But there was some speculation that they had lost the rights to this movie. And I think that there's actually two 4Ks in here that already have 4Ks. I think that Studio Canal did a 4K for this one at some point. But I guess Criterion got the rights back, and now they are doing a U.S. domestic release of Don't Look Now on 4K from the Criterion Collection. So if you haven't seen this movie, I watched this for the first time a couple of years ago. Like, this is insane. It's got Donald Sutherland, Julie Christie. Like, it's a wild movie. It's definitely supernatural in nature, but there's a lot of mystery elements to it. But the ending, like, stuck with me for sure. The ending of this movie is freaking insane. But it's a really cool movie, though. It really is. And I think that this movie with the setting, I think it takes place in London. It takes place somewhere in Europe. I can't remember. I'm sure it's a trip to Venice. I think it takes place in Venice. Because yeah, I do remember them on the boats and, like, around the buildings and stuff in the water, like Venice. So this was a wild movie, but I think with the scenery and the setting, this one's going to look excellent in 4K. So I cannot wait to pick this one up. This is one that I will absolutely upgrade because I think it's just going to look freaking phenomenal. So, and there's like a 10-minute long sex scene in it as well. So I'm sure that'll look great in 4K. That definitely stuck with me also. But let's get into the options here. This is the first one coming out in October. Comes out on October the 3rd. You're going to be getting a 4K UHD plus Blu-ray combo. $39.96 is the price point for that. And Blu-ray is going to be $31.96 for the Blu-ray. So yeah, this is one, again, coming out in October. The Criterion sale, Barnes & Noble, right around the corner. I'll probably wait for that. But this is a really cool release. I'm excited about this one being upgraded to 4K. Now, with all the 4K upgrades and stuff, like, everybody gets disappointed because they put these new 4Ks out. No new special features. That doesn't look like it's changing here. These are all the same special features that were present on the previous Criterion Blu-ray. But at least, if you haven't ever gotten this release before, they'll all be new to you. But I would always like to see something new. It's always disappointing when they don't do anything new with these 4K sometimes. 4K digital restoration supervised by the director of photography, Anthony Richmond. One 4K UHD disc of the film presented in Dolby Vision, HDR, and one Blu-ray with the film and special features. So good that they have Dolby Vision HDR because Criterion doesn't always do that, and people get upset by that. And yeah, like I said, I'm going to scroll down a little bit for these special features. You guys can check them out. I'm not going to read every single one of them. But if I remember correctly, it's been a couple of years, but it had some really good special features for sure on this one. So, like I said, if you don't have it, they're going to be new for you. But yeah, just a really cool movie. It's a 70s horror movie. So it has that vibe, early 70s, 1973. And yeah, it's a scary movie, though. It's very, very unsettling. The beginning is extremely hard to watch as well. But yeah, I would highly recommend Don't Look Now. That is one that I usually recommend, like in Criterion recommendation videos. All right, let's jump into Videodrome. This is the one that I feel like is going to spark maybe the most controversy. But if you bought that Arrow Video 4K, like you had to have seen this one coming because, of course, Criterion did Videodrome on Blu-ray back in the day. I think this is actually an early Criterion Blu-ray, if I'm not mistaken, came out in like 2010. This has like the coolest packaging though of a lot of different of all the Criterions, I feel like. Because it has that like VHS tape like aesthetic to it. So it's like really cool and unique. So hopefully they bring that back with this. But yeah, I got the Blu-ray of this and I did not buy the 4K from Arrow Video. I probably should have because it has the superior packaging. But I will happily upgrade Videodrome to 4K because this movie is visually stunning across the board. And there's so many sequences in this movie that will look incredible in 4K. So I cannot wait to get this one in 4K. And yeah, director approved 4K UHD. Of course, this is a film directed by David Cronenberg. So yeah, director approved 4K UHD plus Blu-ray special edition features. Now I imagine they're probably drawing from the same scan that Arrow Video had done. So yeah, Arrow Video's got the rights for it in the UK, and Criterion has the rights for the 4K in the US. So that's right, Criterion's putting this out. 4K digital restoration of the unrated version, approved by director David Cronenberg with uncompressed monaural soundtrack. One 4K UHD disc of the film presented in Dolby Vision HDR, and one Blu-ray with the film and special features. And yeah, you're going to get the 4K UHD plus Blu-ray combo for $39.96 and the Blu-ray for $31.96. And you also have a DVD option as well for $23.96. But yeah, if I remember correctly, there's tons of great special features in this release. There's a short film as well by Cronenberg. So just some good stuff. A roundtable discussion. That was really cool. If I remember correctly, that was a really cool roundtable discussion because you have Cronenberg, John Carpenter, John Landis, and Mick Garris, like all talking with each other about movies and their filmographies and stuff. So that was a super cool little roundtable discussion that they put as a special feature on here. So some really good stuff. If you don't have this movie, I, again, highly recommend Videodrome on 4K. But let's back up. That does it for the re-releases on 4K. We've got some new stuff to talk about here. Let's jump into this because this is super cool. I'm always happy to see movies from the 30s get, new Blu-ray transfers and stuff. But not only do we have a movie from the 30s with Freaks, but we have two other movies from the 20s with The Unknown and The Mystic. This is a 3-film pack right here from the Criterion Collection. 3 movies in this set. It's the Todd Browning's Sideshow Shockers. And if you don't know who Todd Browning is, he directed Dracula. It's probably his most notable movie from 1931. But he also did a whole lot of other, genre horror flicks in the 20s and the 30s and stuff. And Freaks is probably one of his more notable ones. And this movie, notoriously, people have been waiting for that movie to be upgraded to Blu-ray. It's been stuck on DVD forever. Now, it is on streaming, I think, in 2K and HD and stuff, but it has not gotten a physical Blu-ray release ever. So this is super exciting that, Criterion, not only is it getting a Blu-ray, but Criterion's putting out, giving it the premiere treatment. And we're also getting 2 other films directed by Todd Browning as well, with The Unknown and The Mystic, which I'm not familiar with at all. But yeah, this is a super, cool set right here. Freaks, The Unknown, the Mystic, Todd Browning's Sideshow Shockers. You don't see Criterion do a lot of these kind of just, regular multi-pack Blu-ray. I imagine this will have 3 discs in it. But let's get into the contents here. And I'm not sure, because it looks like they have different images on the covers. I haven't dug into this enough yet. This might be like a full-on pack with different, maybe like the Before trilogy or something. Let's see. The world is a carnival of criminality, corruption, psychosexual strangeness, and the twisted pre-code shockers of Todd Browning, early Hollywood's edgiest auteur. Browning drew on his experiences as a circus performer to create subversive pulp entertainment set amid the world of traveling sideshows which, with their air of exotic and disruptible, provided a pungent backdrop for his sordid tales of outcasts, cons, villains, and vagabonds, bringing together two of his defining works, The Unknown and Freaks, and a long available rarity, The Mystic. This cabinet of pre-code curiosities reveals a master of morbid, whose ability to unsettle is matched only by his daring compassion for society's most downtrodden. So yeah, super cool set, guys. Like I can't express to you how much it makes me super happy to see movies from the 20s, because like these are movies that have a risk of just being lost forever. I mean, early films back in the day, like you have to preserve those. And yeah, this is great job by Criterion here doing this. Really cool announcement. But it looks like you got Freaks right here. Films in the set. Freaks, the most transgressive film produced by a major American studio in the 1930s. You got The Unknown and you got The Mystic. So these are three different covers right here. But when I look over to the side, this said that this is a 2-disc set. So I imagine that maybe Freaks is on a disc by itself, and then The Unknown and The Mystic are maybe on a disc by themselves or together. But this is going to be going for $55.96, this Blu-ray set. So yeah, I don't know. I'll have to see what this one looks like. I'm definitely going to get it, but I wonder if it's going to be like a digipack release, kind of like the Before trilogy. I'm seeing the different covers, or if this is going to be just a straight like regular, plastic case release with the flippable discs or discs on both sides. So kind of curious, what they're doing with this. But the different covers would suggest that there's different, cases on the inside of this release. So let's scroll down here, see if we got any information on this. Special edition features: you get new 2K digital restoration of Freaks with uncompressed monaural soundtrack on the Blu-ray. So these are all new 2K digital restorations. This is a new 2K digital reconstruction and restoration of The Unknown by by the George Eastman Museum, with a new score by composer Philip Carley. New 2K digital restoration of The Mystic with a new score by composer Dean Hurley. So they're adding in a new score. That's interesting. I guess maybe those, in the 20s, I'm sure they were silent films. But did they not have music, I guess? And maybe they have to add in new music. Very interesting there. New scores for both of those films. Audio commentaries on Freaks and The Unknown, and an introduction to The Mystic by film scholar David J. Schall. So I don't know if those are new commentaries or those are pre-existing commentaries. You also get a new interview with author Megan Abbott about director Todd Brown and pre-code horror. Archival documentary on Freaks, reading of Spurs, the short story by Todd Robbins, on which Freaks is based. Prologue to Freaks, which was added to the film in 1947. Okay, so that's cool. Program on the alternate endings to Freaks. Video gallery of portraits from Freaks. Video gallery. I'm sorry, guys. English subtitles to Death of Hard and Eerie, plus an essay by film critic Farron Smith Nemi, and a new cover by Ralphio Giorani. So yeah, really cool cover on this one as well. And yeah, I'm excited to watch Freaks, because I've never seen any of these movies, and it's always cool to go back and watch the classics and see where all this stuff came from. But I love the artwork on this as well. I'm just really curious on like what this is going to be packaging wise, because like I said, you got 3 different covers right here. But 2 discs. So I'm kind of confused, by this a little bit, to be honest. But it's super cool though. Super cool. We're getting Freaks, in The Unknown and Mystic in this 3-movie pack, and that's really cool. Coming out October the 17th. Now let's jump into this one, because I'm super excited for this one as well. The Others, starring Nicole Kidman. So this is a horror supernatural thriller from 2001. I got to be honest, I have not seen this movie since it came out. I remember watching this when I was like 15 or 16. I remember it being pretty scary though back in the day. And this was one that was definitely promoted a lot. I remember the commercial and the preview on TV like all the time. But what a cool release. Like, I had heard rumblings of The Others coming out on 4K, but I did not expect this to come out from the Criterion Collection. So this is a really cool announcement coming out of Criterion. This comes out on October the 24th. You're going to be getting the 4K UHD plus Blu-ray combo, $39.96. And you're going to be getting the Blu-ray, standalone Blu-ray, I imagine with the 4K scan, for $31.96. So yeah, The Others. And I absolutely love this artwork right here. Like, it's so simple, but it's just Nicole Kidman. But yeah, super cool, guys. The Others, like, if you haven't seen this movie, it is definitely worth checking out. when this Criterion drops right here, and I'm sure that the 4K is going to look fantastic. I mean, this has incredible like set design, and it's set in this like remote manor mansion thing, and it's just got some incredible like set piece moments in it. And I'm sure it's going to look absolutely fantastic in 4K. So really cool announcement. I'd say that this is up there at top 3 announcements, honestly, from the Criterion Collection this year for me, at least like as far as like mainstream announcements. I know people get excited for the obscure, stuff from different countries from the 1970s and stuff, 1960s. But like as far as like mainstream announcements, Thelma and Louise, the others, After Hours, like these have to be the top 3 announcements of 2023 so far. Really cool announcement coming out from the Criterion Collection. But let's go ahead and dig into some of the special features. You do have a new 4K digital restoration approved by the director Alejandro M. Amenabar with Dolby Atmos sound. Oh, this is gonna have Dolby Atmos, and yeah, I'm sure this movie has terrific sound design taking place in that mansion and hearing the bumps and the creaks, at night. So I'm sure it's going to utilize that Dolby Atmos very well. So I'm excited for that. One 4K UHD disc of the film and one Blu-ray with the film. And special features, audio commentary featuring Amenabar, new conversation between Amenabar and film critic Paul Gomez, new making of program featuring the director, actors, Nicole Kidman. Oh my goodness! So, are you saying that Nicole Kidman is involved in this release right here? She's doing an interview, or she's a part of the new making of program featuring the director, actors, Nicole Kidman, and Christopher Elkinson, and producer Fernando Bavaria. So very cool. You're gonna have a new making of program. I wonder how long that's gonna be. Archival programs about the film's production, costume design, soundtrack, and visual effects, featuring interviews and footage recorded on the set, audition footage of actors Alekina Mann and James Bentley, and photography from the Book of the Dead, 7 deleted scenes, trailer, English subtitles, plus an essay by scholar Philip Horn. So yeah, really cool stuff. I mean, you're getting a new conversation, you're getting a new making of. I would have liked to have seen maybe a couple more, but again, I gotta see how long that making of is. Maybe that's like an hour or so. Like that's really cool though. Audio commentary as well. Looks like you're getting a good amount. Special features here. This is going to be spine number 1195. And I know that the others has a Blu-ray, but yeah, this is a really cool announcement. I'm super excited for the others. I don't think I'll be able to wait, to be honest, for the Criterion sale in November. Even though it's, I don't know, maybe I will wait because this comes out October the 24th. I'll literally just have to wait a week. But I'm gonna want this one when it comes out. So I might just grab it when it comes out and not wait for the sale because I'm super excited to rewatch this movie. It's been forever, and in 4K, I think it's gonna look just spectacular. So let's go ahead and jump into the last announcement. And this is one I don't really know too much about at all, but Nanny. I guess this is a newer film. This is from 2022. This is from director Neek Yatu Jusum, and I'm sure I butchered that name. But this movie is about an immigrant who comes to work for a wealthy white family in New York, and I think the mom's played by Michelle Moynihan, who's been in a lot of stuff. She's been in Mission Impossible 3, and The Heartbreak Kid is what I know her from. But she's been in a lot of stuff, so she's a notable actress. But yeah, this is again, a movie I don't know too much about. This one comes out on October the 31st. Is going to get a new 4K digital master approved by the director with 5.1 surround sound, DTS HD master audio, and uncompressed stereo soundtracks. New program featuring Jesu actors Annie Diop and Michelle Monaghan, and director of photography Rena Yang. So you're going to be getting a new program featuring the director and actors. You're going to be getting trailer, English subtitles, so and an essay by critic Angela Jade Bashteen, and a new cover by Jeremy Encino. So yeah, really cool artwork on this one though. I really love the artwork. So I don't know. I guess this is supposed to be some kind of maybe supernatural type horror film. That's what the cover would suggest. And I mean, it's October. Usually Criterion likes to put out the horror stuff then. So yeah, I don't know too much about this. I don't know if it played in theaters or if it's, was on VOD or what exactly the deal was with the Nanny. Let me know in the comment section if this is one that I should be on the lookout for and should check out. This one comes out on October the 31st, Blu-ray for $31.96, and also getting a DVD for $23.96. So there you have it, guys. That is all of the announcements and all that. It's just some great stuff though coming out of the Criterion Collection. I will link everything down below in the description. So if you guys want to purchase these, you can. Now, if they have Amazon links, by the time I put this up, I'll put those down there. But if they don't, I'll just put the Criterion website links down there if you want to pre-order these or anything. But yeah, just some great stuff, guys, that I am very excited about. The Others, Freaks, those are absolute buys for me. I mean, Videodrome and Don't Look Now, like I want to upgrade those as well. Maybe I won't do it right away, but definitely eventually, because I just think both those movies will look fantastic. So super exciting stuff, guys, coming out of the Criterion Collection. I hope you enjoyed this video. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Leave me a comment what you think about all these titles. Turn on the bell notifications for all future videos and reviews and announcements and all that good stuff. And follow me on my social media accounts down below in the description. And we'll see you next time.